Hey, you guys, we're at a new bakery near our house. Let's go check it out. Hey guys, I want to do some more questions and answers today. So it starts with Johnny. Johnny, you asked, I was wondering if it's okay to just use BP once a day at night in about one pump. Whenever I do BP twice a day, my face gets increasingly dry, up until the point of me not being able to really move my face without it flaking. I've been on the regimen for about 7 weeks now, and it's working, I'm happy to say. Well, I'm glad the regimen's working, but I have a few questions for you. My first question for you would be, which moisturizer are you using? And are you using anything to take care of the flakiness? And we have a really great page all about that, so I'll go ahead and link to that up there. It'll be called Handling Dryness. And you can check out that page. Basically, jojoba oil or AHA will help a lot with that. I would really rather see you use the right moisturizer than use benzoyl peroxide less often. For most people that I coach through the regimen, they have to use benzoyl peroxide twice a day to stay clear. You may be one of the chosen few who can use benzoyl peroxide less often. So if you are completely clear, this is another option. You can go ahead and wean yourself off of benzoyl peroxide very slowly. Use a little bit less of it. Perhaps use a little bit less twice a day and then go to once a day. Second question comes from Anonymous. Gosh, a lot of you named Anonymous. So coincidental. You say, I'm in my late 20s and just recently starting to get acne, but my skin is not responding to topical treatments. Could it be my hormones? I'm a female. This is an interesting question and one that I get very often. However, the conclusion to this question is usually the same too, which is, and I'm not trying to yell at you, I swear, the conclusion is usually just that the person is not specifically on the regimen. 9.5 times out of 10, when I coach the person really closely and I get them exactly on the regimen, following all the different parts of it, all the minutia of the regimen, I can get them cleared up. So again, I'm going to go ahead and link you to regimen advice. Go ahead and click on the regimen advice link and take the quiz there, and then read the answers really carefully, get yourself completely and totally on the regimen, and then respond back in, say, 3 or 4 weeks and let me know how it's going for you. If you are one of those people who has a rare form of hormonal acne, you may be the exception. There's always an exception here. There's a form of acne called pyoderma facial, which affects women from ages 20 to 40, and it's a very abrupt onset of acne, and it goes away always within a year. And it's called facial because it's only centered on the face. So if your acne came on really quickly, then that's possible that you might have that, but still I would recommend the regimen. There have been people on Acne.org who have the pyoderma facial who've used the regimen with a lot of success. The other out there explanation for what might be going on with you is if you happen to have just recently started ingesting massive amounts of kelp, supplementing every meal with a lot of kelp. If you take in massive amounts of iodine, you can get a form of acne called acne form, which I mentioned in the iodine video a few days ago. If that's true, stop eating kelp that much. I doubt that's true. The next question is from Debbie, and you're responding to our lip balm and acne video from last week. And you say, what about cocoa butter? So in the video, I was talking about some potentially comedogenic ingredients that are in lip balm, like myristoyl myristate, isopropyl myristate, etc. And I'm glad you mentioned cocoa butter, because cocoa butter is actually one of those ingredients that is often listed on the comedogenic ingredient lists. Can we trust these lists or not? I'm not really sure. All of the information from the lists comes from comedogenic studies that are done on the ears of albino rabbits. And I have read the studies and they're actually really well done. So we can trust them as much as we can trust the ears of albino rabbits. And cocoa butter is one of those ingredients. So I personally go ahead and just avoid cocoa butter, especially on my lips. If you notice that you're breaking out around the lips, it could very well be from one of your lip balms. So the fourth question is from Lara, and Lara, you say, I've got darker skin and I'm Hispanic, so I've got dark spots and acne scars. I was wondering, will they ever go away? I don't have $400 to spend on chemical peels and things. What could I do? Well, if you've got scars, scars are scars, and they fade with time, but they don't go away completely. But I want to address the dark spots that you're talking about. The fancy name for those is post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and this is this is a huge issue for people with darker skin especially. It can be as big of an issue as the acne itself. When it comes to red spots, prevention is key. You want to make sure that you're preventing future acne so that you prevent the red marks that happen after the acne. So I know I'm sounding like a broken record here, but again, I would recommend that you get on the regimen, get on it very precisely, get rid of your acne for now, and prevent future red marks in the future. Future red marks in the future. No more future red marks in the future.
What about my future?
No red marks in it. Kent actually has that problem a little bit with the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation.
Yeah, like after I get a zit, it'll just turn into like a little brown spot. I get it on, if I break out on my shoulders or my back too, it's embarrassing. But is there anything I can do once I get a dark spot to keep it from getting worse or like make it go away?
You can wear SPF, that's for sure. That's a really important thing. And I would say the most important thing is to not pick at your lesions. If you have a zit, don't pick at it. If you have a scab, don't pick at it. Just leave it alone. These red marks are often more from picking than they are from the acne itself.
I can't not.
Well, actually, there's going to be a whole new part of the website about not picking. So I'll tell you guys about that soon. Maybe you can do it with me. Everyone in the world, Ken, I think that you should know what to do with these red marks, because aren't you the one who put up the page on Acne.org about the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation?
I did.
Ken worked really hard on getting those.
Well, not because I did it. You did.
Well, I did the research on it, but Ken put it all together and put it up there. It's actually a brilliant part of the website that, you know, maybe we were talking about this last night. Maybe we should just do it. Maybe we should do the rest of this week all about ethnic skin and acne. It's such a huge issue. All right, see you guys tomorrow.